The Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right. We welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
For Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Tackled at the 20.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On second down, here's Mixon. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
First carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Joe Mixon.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 29-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
Well, they do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
11 on the play.
We'll see what kind of mindset
Going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
11 yards there, just like last play.
First
and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A first down carry for Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Derrick Henry, the Titan ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Bengals 6, Titans 0.
2nd down and 7. Derrick Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Tannehill on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
It's a gain of 6.
First target, first catch, and a first down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. J.J. Nelson. his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Titans 7, Bengals 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And this is Shepard on the jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
38-yard line.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, check. Lucky. 19 tight. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Don't get nervous.
On second down, here's Burrow. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now it's Henry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line.
Here you go. Right here. 50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Let's go. 50 seconds.
This is Henry. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
At the 11-yard
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down now, Nixon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now, last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the Titans 1st down.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
And that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Pressure is set to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Khalif Raymond now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run on first down. Henry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tennessee.
J.J. Nelson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Extra point.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
On the carry.
They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Joe Mixon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play, because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And the Titans.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So a tough road here on second and very long. Henry. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but he still have a lot of work to do on third down.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Decline that. Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
They'll run here with Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Mixon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Burrow on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Second and 10 now. Burrow under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run for it with Mixon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 20. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The tight end C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one.
Now it's Burrow. And Green with a catch left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked off at the 23. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here we go with Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. But certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The
Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And the Titans first down.
Here you go, right here. Round 80.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Waiting. 36. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch 36.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?